Yeah, let's get it. It's Bella fucking Blicky. Talk of the town, talk of the town. Bitches just stop, they can't come around. Talk of the town, talk of the town. Views going up, they feeling my sound. Talk of the town, talk of the town. They don't got no guns, neither sit down. I got your body, I'm not going down. Might do the race.
So we on another segment of Talk of the Town, and today we have a special guest, Jocelyn Rivera. So how long would you say you've been into the industry, music industry?
For about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. So for people that don't know, like, explain to them what you do.
So I'm a music manager. That's my current title. But I also do like marketing strategy. I do PR. Should I be looking at you?
Camera.
Okay. I do marketing strategy. I do right for those who are watching. I do marketing strategy, PR. I throw events online and in person. Yeah, just kind of just do stuff, connect and stuff.
What was that a real big moment for you?
So the first moment for me was back in, I want to say 2018, February, when after I graduated college. Basically, I threw this like show with this person who decided they just want to throw a show with me. They had this like big venue, whatever, and they were like, you know, a lot of artists, you should throw a show. And I never threw like a big show before, so I was a little nervous. But I was like, you know, I had some time. I picked artists that all kind of like followed each other, so it was like almost like a concert. And then I invited a bunch of music executives, like. There was somebody from 300 Entertainment. There was an A&R from Empire, Atlantic Records, a bunch of people. So I threw the big show. They saw the artists. They loved it. And after that, I started to get like my contracts from different labels. They started having me do marketing. I started working with Shady Records. I started working with Def Jam, doing contracted work, and then everything kind of just took off from there.
So, what's your overall goal? Like, what do you want to accomplish? You managed to accomplish so much already. So what's something you want to accomplish?
I would say kind of just taking an artist from like 0 to 1,000, like, and whatever that means to them and whatever that means to me at that time in my life. Because I feel like I did a lot of stuff so far. Like, I've only been doing this for like 2.5 years, and like, I just turned 25. Okay. And like, I'm like, you know, I feel like I'm more established. I've done a lot of things. So I don't know, like, I'm just kind of like, whatever comes next, whatever y'all want me to do,
so
world.
You're looking to manage an artist?
I manage a few artists now, but I'm looking to switch it up. So I'm actually switching to a whole different style, a whole different genre now.
Which genre?
African, Nigerian artists.
Oh, like reggae kind of, or more so?
More like Afrobeats.
Island, yeah, Afrobeats.
Yeah, Afrobeats. Like, I'm working with a big artist in Nigeria right now.
How is that?
It's really interesting because I was working with him before everything started happening over there.
Yeah, because like now it's like a whole
Civil War. It's like a whole thing. But I was working with him before everything happened, so I'm like really in tune with like things that are going on outside of my own little bubble, because like, you know, like when you're in America, you work with American artists. I've really worked with like New York artists only. So like, you know, you dealing with hip hop police, maybe that, and you're dealing with like a lot of fans that are kids.
Females.
Yeah, little inner stuff. But like now I'm dealing with like people that are really dying, political stuff. Like, he can't put out certain things. Like, you have to be really specific about what he says. So, like, you know, I'm learning a lot more this time.
So, is it challenging, or do you like the challenge?
I like it because I've always wanted to, because this will be basically this situation, when it's finalized, it'll be more like me crossing somebody over to America. So it'll be my first big project.
Like international?
International, like something that I actually did. And then I'm working with a producer who's also really big out there too. So I'm going to be just...
getting them all
it's
over,
a lot, yeah.
Okay. So did the pandemic slow down business in any way? Or are people still in tune?
It didn't really slow things down. It actually sped things up.
Okay.
Yeah, because at first, I mean...
people struggling to stay relevant, I assume. Being that
so they want the internet presence. They want to get on the internet. They want to be on the blogs. They want to be on digital. They want to do all that stuff. So it hit me up for more things now because everyone's on the internet now. So
Everybody got free time.
Free time, unemployment. Like,
yeah. So we see that you work with Don Q. How did that come about?
that was actually just like being around the right people at the right time, I would say. So like fast forward to that situation, I was at this dinner thing with like women in music. Like it was like all the big women in the music industry. It was for this woman named Ray, and she basically is like, she's the head of A&R at Atlantic Records. So prior to that, like, so after that or whatever, I was just at Atlantic because I was like pitching one of my artists there. And I just passed by her office and I just introduced myself again. Like I was like, oh, remember me from the dinner, whatever. She's like, oh yeah, remember you, blah, blah. Chopped it up with me, blah, blah. We ended up building a relationship and she just started putting me on to stuff. Like, you know, every time she saw something that she thinks I could do, whatever the case may be. So he was looking for a manager. She put me on. We met up. We hit it off. And that was it.
So do you find it difficult working with like bigger artists, or it's the same, or how is that? I mean, it's probably more problems. I wouldn't say more problems, just like more people reached out. Yeah.
It's more stuff to do. Like, so Don is like, he has like a lot of like New York fans, and people always want to work with him and always want him to do certain things. So I have to like pick through things that don't make sense. Yeah. So it's just like, he can't do that. Like, it would be nice, but he can't do that. And that was difficult for me because, like, you know, working with smaller artists, it was like we taking any opportunity that comes because it's just like, thank you for the opportunity.
Right.
But now I'm like, oh no, like I could be picky and choosy, and it started a couple problems because, you know, like people who knew me, people mad, just like, yo, why you can't, why I can't, and I'm like, cause that's just, I can't do that, like that's just not possible, like, so it's weird.
Yeah, and then you worked with Winner Circle too. So how did that come about?
So that was similar situation, like. So when I told you, people just kind of knew me from certain things. So like just the same way I threw that event, that first event, and like I was telling you, the first thing I ever did, basically he was one of the A&Rs that pulled up, the guy from Empire, Bobby. So he pulled up there, so he had been watching me since then. And then prior to that, the artists I was managing, they grew up with Sheff and Sleepy, so they knew me. This guy at the gym that went to the gym with Sheff, put him on, was like, you gotta work with this girl. Even Vok put me on to the situation. It was just, everybody was like, you gotta do this or whatever. And then they was like, they liked me, and then that was it. So.
So if artists want to reach out or connect with you, how should they go about it?
Just send me an email. But I do like various challenges and stuff. So that's funny that I'm here today because I had this idea, so I guess I can talk about it. But I'm about to just start doing music reviews on my live now because I wasn't doing them. You know, I wasn't doing them, and I'm like, everybody, like I used to do it in college with my roommate. Like we used to get on live, we used to do it, and we used to have these long conversations.
I feel like that's better for people that can't pay for promo.
Yeah, they can't pay and stuff like that. And so what I was thinking was like, so that it's like, cause I used to do it on this thing called split sessions where I would invite people to come on and then like, you know, executives or whatever, and then we do the reviews together. Yeah. But there was so many artists that was sending their music and they get mad that they didn't get selected. So then I was like, everybody comment a number, and whatever number I see, I'll pick that. Okay. But then I'm like, you know what? If you want to get your number selected, send in $10, send in $5, whatever it is, whatever that number that pops in my head that day is what it's gonna be. And if you want to get moved up, because they got badges now on live, well, you could pay people right on live. I was like, what? Yeah, I was like,
let me look into that.
I saw that. I was like, oh, nah, okay, so y'all could just do that.
Right.
If you want to get moved up the list, and if not, it's the random number, and then I'll review whoever is there, like. And that's just how I'm gonna do it.
I've never seen that. So you're gonna do more reviews on live?
Yeah, I'm gonna do more reviews on live because I feel like people be sending me music all the time, like through my DM, and I just be like it don't. So look, anybody who watching this, like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like I be seeing stuff, and I'm like, I be doing stuff. Like my head is not on. Oh, you talking about stop? What I'm doing? So then they be mad. Yeah, maybe you may catch me.
What's the worst is when you open it by accident.
And now they sending you music forever now.
I'm like, you
I got her one day.
You like it? Like,
and I'm not, and it's not that I don't want, because you don't want to be that person who's like, who comments back, stop DMing me, and then they end up being mad hot one day, and then they'll screenshot you and be like, but people will be like, oh, you didn't believe in me. So I be just like, look, if I get to it, I get to it. But maybe this might be the way. I might be get some more people. Who knows?
Right. So we see you did a lot of women panels, like you said. Is there any women in the industry that inspired you?
Yeah, definitely Lon Ray, because she definitely looks out for me. Like, she wrote me the other day too, and was like, yo, I'm watching you, you doing your thing, and she really just be motivating me. And she's a bigwig over at Atlantic, so I be just like, I appreciate that. I would say Therese Joseph too. She's also the head of A&R, but over at Def Jam. And she put me on to mad opportunities too. Like, there's a lot of women in the music industry that really put me on, and it's not as catty as people think. Like, really? People be like, you know,
people be like MC Catty, people shady.
Yeah, girls don't help girls. It's not true, like, all the time, you know.
But you've seen it before.
I've seen it. I don't know. I do my own thing. Like, I really do my own thing. I be out the way.
So, what's your artist look forward to during this whole pandemic or end of the year? Or
artists, you saying?
Yeah, artists.
I think they should get in like places like this and get your interviews and get out there, because when things start hitting back up and you can perform again, you want people to know about you, get to know what you got going on, get in tune with you, and like, you got to get on a platform that people are looking at. So yeah, do that for now.
And I was gonna say, what's the best way to reach you? You said email.
Yeah, email.
DM. No DMs.
No DMs. Send me an email. Just a nice email. But like, all right, let me figure out a way. Okay, send me an email.
What should the subject be?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what should I say? Don't say like urgent or nothing like that. Like, cause that's gonna make me nervous. Say like business inquiry, and make it short and sweet. Get to your music. You don't have to tell me your whole life story. It's okay. It should be through the music. I should get to your life story through the music.
Right.
Or something. Like, send me some merch.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Send me some merch. That's what we gonna do. That's how let's see. I'm gonna get my P.O. box soon. I don't got my P.O. box. Ooh. So send me some merch when I get my P.O. box. And then I'm gonna listen to your music. If you got some cool shit where I open the box and it start playing.
She's extra.
Getting posted off rip. You getting posted. So yeah, look, be creative.
Do labels be sending you gifts and stuff?
Yeah, I be getting like bottles, and I be getting like speakers.
I just want a plaque.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
Right,
But
thank
you know, gotta give my artists some numbers first, man.
Yeah,
I gotta give my artists some numbers.
But yeah. So for the end of the year, you got anything big planned or?
Not anything. I have something I'm working on, but I'm not really sure what's going on just yet, so I don't want to say that. So it's a secret? Yeah. Stay tuned. But I want to start throwing more events again. I've been seeing people throw events, so I'm like, maybe it's good to go. Like, at first I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Corona.
But wear masks. So I'm going to do some events like that, because I have the Nigerian artist, like I was telling you about, and so the producer, he's like turned into an artist. He's like pretty dope. Like, he has like a bunch of songs with some big like Chris Brown, Summer Walker, mad people, but he's African. So he does like the cool Afrobeat thing. He's coming out here, and I'm gonna throw him like a dinner with some like industry people. So that'll be like an event I'm gonna throw soon, which would be cool. It's sponsored by Hennessy, so yeah, definitely come.
Oh,
you're invited for sure. So yeah, so I'm gonna have that. That's gonna be nice. I'm trying to figure out what that's gonna look like. I have to put it together because it has to be very like, what's the word, like appropriate to the laws of the Corona. If there's a sponsor, so I have to be real specific, but. That's gonna be soon, and then I'm gonna be just working with some more artists, because I have a team now, and they all like very hands-on, and we do a lot of cool stuff together. So I need to just, going from working by yourself, I'm sure like once you get more people involved, you gotta be open to asking for a help and having them do stuff for you, because it's scary. Like, are you gonna do it right? Because this is my life. Like, I've been doing this by myself. So if you're not gonna do it right, I'll do it myself. So it took me a long time to be like, all right, I'll take the help. Can you just do this one task?
I'm getting there.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's scary, because this is all it's your name, it's all of that. So So now I'm opening up because I've had them for like 6 months and so
Okay.
before maybe like 8.
So right
longer.
before Corona hit.
I had them for like maybe like 5 months prior to that.
Okay.
So it took me a long time to just like
Open
give
up.
them really real
Yes.
responsibilities.
But when
and-
it comes too much, you gotta. So.
Yeah, so it's time for me to do that. So now they're finally, because I have like an A&R team and they always looking for artists and sending me stuff, but I'm always like, I'm very picky. So, you know, so now I have a new system that I'm about to implement so that they could like fill out a questionnaire for them and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna start picking some more artists to start managing. So look out for that.
More artists to manage.
Yes, finally, right?
All
I see
right.
how that's just.
All right, and that's all.